going on, fellas? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and we're back playing some more of Marvel Future Fight. For this one, the Black Friday sales are upon us, so there's a few things in the shop that I wanted to talk about with you guys. Now, I took a look at everything that they offered us this time around, and I gotta say I'm a little bit disappointed because the stuff that we got offered last year was a little bit better than the stuff we're getting offered today, right? It's not by a significantly large margin, but it's definitely noticeably worse than what we got last year. However, there's a few things here that I'm gonna purchase, and if you're like me and you're a pretty conservative spender, you may want to consider purchasing. I'm not here to tell you guys that you should buy anything because I don't make any money from telling you guys that. And that's why I don't really make these kind of videos, because I don't want people to think that I'm telling you to spend your hard-earned money on this game, because for some reason people seem to think that if you spend a few dollars on this game, it makes you like less than they are, which I don't understand, because everybody has their vice. Some people go out to drink, some people smoke, some people spend their money on the thing that they spend their money on, like this video game that we all play for hours on end every single day, right? So I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm just here to offer my opinion because I'm gonna pick up some of these things. So right off the bat, let's take a look at some of the featured items. Now, I took a look at this thing, and honestly, this relay pack is not good at all. Everything here, not for me. Even if you're a new player, I would definitely not recommend this. And honestly, a lot of the featured items this time around is geared mainly towards people who haven't been playing very long. If you've been playing very long, this is what I would recommend that you buy. If you're in a position like me where your roster is pretty developed and you don't need more like ISOs or Urus and feathers and materials, honestly, these are the only two packs you should be considering. All the way over here, bypass everything and come straight to these two right here. This one right here, where you spend $40 and you get over 5,000 crystal. This is pretty good because the crystal to dollar ratio in this game is generally 100 crystal per dollar. So you're spending $40 and you're getting over 5,000. That's actually pretty good. And this one right here, you're spending $70 and you're getting over 9,000 crystals. These two packs, in my opinion, if you're someone like me who you're a pretty conservative spender and you have a really developed roster, these are the only two you should be considering. And honestly, I'm probably gonna pick this one up because there's a few things that cost a significant amount of crystals that I'm going to be spending on for these 4 days. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be picking up some things because it's gonna set me up pretty nicely going into the new year, and I probably won't have to spend that much over the next few months. And that's how I look at Black Friday. It's an opportunity to set myself up for the next few months, so overall I end up spending less than I would if I was spending every single month, right? All right. So let's go back to talking about the relay packs. Skip this one altogether. This one is pretty decent if you're new and your roster is not that developed, because you have 5 opportunities to get potentially five premium characters. Now, every character in the game is in this. Well, every character that is not a tier 2 native or characters that they don't exclude from bio selectors, all of them, they're in this, and you get 5 opportunities. And if you're really lucky, maybe you can land a 5 or 6 star Lunar Snow if you didn't have her already, and that will put you in a good place for when she gets her uniform for the next update, right? So this is actually a pretty good starter pack for you if you're really new to the game. You get a pretty decent amount of crystal at the top here, so 550 crystals for $7 and 5 chances at a premium character. That's pretty decent, and it gets better as you go up. This one right here is just kind of whatever, $13. I personally don't care for the bio selectors, but if you're really new, this is helpful, definitely helpful in growing your roster. But this right here is probably the best one of this entire thing. Like, I personally, if I was new and I was gonna spend some money, I would spend until I get to here, and then this is where I would stop, because you're getting 3,300 crystals, a 6-star mega rank up ticket, a 6-star mastery ticket, and 30 Black Friday tokens. We'll talk about the tokens later, but this is actually a pretty good deal because the 6-star mega rank up ticket in itself, that's what, 2,600 crystals. So you're getting over 5,000 crystals here in terms of overall value. But then again, if you take a look at the package that I just showed you guys all the way down here at the very end, you're getting basically the same amount of crystal from this one right here. Sorry, this one you're getting over 5,000 crystal in terms of value for $40. So this is basically the same as the one right here, but the only difference is you have to buy this and this to get to this, right? So it's not that much better if you ask me, because sure, the tokens are nice, but let's actually talk about the tokens. Let's go all the way down here. This thing with bloody low. Let's go all the way down here and take a look at the tokens. Like, the token shop is actually really, really bad. And I don't think we had a token shop last year. Correct me if I'm wrong, but guys, I did the math. And in order to get this 100 million gold, which is the most appealing thing here, well, that's not true. The 100 million gold and the tier 2 mega advancement ticket, both are very appealing, right? But in order to get this, you have to spend almost $500 in my currency, which is Canadian dollars, right? Maybe it's less than the US. Well, it's definitely less, because y'all over there in the US, you guys have better currency rates, so that's really good for you guys. But for me, this is damn near $500 that I need to spend on other stuff. And sure, the tokens are just giving us an opportunity to get some free stuff for spending that much money in the first place. But for any of you guys who are thinking, yeah, I'm gonna spend a whole bunch of money to try and see if I can get that 100 million gold, man, unless you're a super mega ultra whale, there's no reason for you to be spending that much money. Because if you're a whale, chances are your roster is already super developed and you don't need any of these packs, right? The most you would need would just be the crystals, right? So I don't know. For me, the crystal shop is probably the go-to this time around. The packages overall don't seem that appealing. 400 tokens seems way too high. I think they should have been like 300 tokens at the most, maybe 250 for both of these, honestly. I think that would have been respectable. And I think for Cosmic Cube fragments, $200 that you need to spend to get 150 fragments, I think that's too much. I think the fragments should have been 300 fragments or 100 tokens. I think that would have been respectable, because the fragments are super rare, and I know a lot of you guys grind for months and you can barely get any fragments. But I still think this would have been a little bit more like realistic if they had cut the price in half or doubled the amount of fragments that you got. Also, I'm very, I guess I shouldn't say surprised. I'm not surprised, actually. I knew it was a matter of time before they started selling the Titan records. I'm happy it's not directly for cash, but I knew this was coming. And that's why they put a cap on it in the first place. However, I think this is insanely overpriced. You have to spend $200, right? Over $200 to get one Titan record selector. That's too much if you ask me. But then again, if you take a look at this, like, this is insane. You have to spend $200 to get a 6-star mega rank up ticket as a bonus. That's insane. And it just gets even worse going down. M-Cron crystals, 400 M-Cron crystals. You have to spend $200 in terms of how many tokens you have to get 400 M-Cron crystals, or worse, 400 feathers, bro. I can get 400 feathers in one day of just grinding my deluxe missions. That's insane. 300 freaking bio selector for $100 worth of tokens? No, thank you. I think after you spend and you get any kind of tokens, you should probably just spend them on this right here. Honestly, 50 tokens for a fully awakened 6-star ISO, even though you'll probably get a nimble or a vitality HP ISO, it's still probably the best thing here. Like, seriously, because that's like what, 40 ISOs if it's fully awakened. So yeah, honestly, this token shop is a joke this time around. Let's take a look at another one of the featured packs that I actually like, and it's actually this one right here. Oh, before we talk about this, these flash sales that they've been having, these are actually really good. Like, if you take a look at this, 6 ISOs, okay? Granted, only 3 of them are fully awakened, but still, this is actually a pretty good deal. And right here is where I'm gonna be living. Every few hours, I'm gonna check in and see what they have, because sometimes they have some really good deals for the flash sales. Okay, this right here, in my opinion, is probably the best. Honestly, guys, probably the best deal out of all the packs. This is the money maker for me. This is probably where they're gonna get me. I'm probably gonna buy this because I need the crystals, right? But a 6-star mega rank up ticket, a tier 2 mega advancement ticket. We get a fully awakened ISO and 3 million gold with 80 tokens. I wish it was 100 tokens, but it is what it is. I'm probably gonna get some crystals and I'm gonna pick this up, and by picking this up, it will put me pretty close to where I need to be to get this thing right here, another 6-star mega rank up ticket. So yeah, I'm gonna try to double dip, right? So I'm gonna do that, and right now I'm actually very surprised. I was really hoping it would be more if they did it, but Adam Warlock is on sale. Okay, they cut his price from 6,600. I was hoping they would put it all the way down to 3,300 because that's how much I feel like this guy is worth. But it's 4,620 crystals, and honestly, I'm gonna take the opportunity and I'm gonna pick it up because otherwise I'll never unlock him. If this never goes on sale again and I miss this opportunity, I'll never unlock him because I'm not paying 6,600 crystals for Adam Warlock. I feel like he's not worth it, not in the state of the game right now. He's only really good for PvP, and even there's plenty of other free-to-play friendly, super easy to attain characters that can best in there, right? We also have Emma back on sale, and you guys already know how I feel about Emma. She's not worth the overall cost. So if you're planning to build her, now or whenever she's on sale is the only time that you should be considering buying her. This right here, completely up to you. You can live without Emma Frost, but if you're a super fan of the character, now is a good time to pick her up, especially since we have the double dipping crystal event going on. So spend some crystal and you can get some other bonus items along with the Black Friday tokens. But I think that's all I really want to talk about for this one. None of these over here are really worth it to me. Like, seriously, don't buy any of these material things. Like, seriously, you can farm a lot of this stuff for free. Seriously, boys, think about it like this, okay? You're getting 2,000 crystals for $40, right? $40. Keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and take a look at the consumables over here in the crystal section. Okay, all right, $40. Like I told y'all before, man, $40, you're gonna get over 5,000. So you mean to tell me, right, I can spend $40 to get 5,000 plus crystals, or I can spend $40 to get 2,000 crystals, 300 Nightcrawler or X23 bios, and some Mcron crystals and Mcron shards? Is 3,000 crystals worth all this right here? 300 Nightcrawler bios or X23 and these X-Men rank up material. Is that worth 3,000 crystals for you? Not for me, right? So this time around, honestly, like I've been saying, the only two sales that are good, this one, if you plan to go all the way up to the third one and then stop, is pretty good. I keep planning to listen, I'm trying to click there we go. If you plan to go here and then stop, that's good. You get a good amount of crystals and you get a good amount of materials and a couple chances to get a premium character. This, like I said, is the best overall bang for your buck, and I'm gonna be picking this up one way or another, right? I'm gonna, like I said, buy the crystals, buy this, and I'm gonna probably pick up Adam Warlock, and then we're gonna double dip and get the 6-star mega rank up ticket from here, right? So yeah, I think that's all I really want to talk about for this one. If I missed anything, boys, let me know. I know I didn't touch on the uniform sale, and I will touch on that in another video, because when it comes to uniforms, I have a lot to say, and I did not want to make this video a 30-minute video because I know some of you guys are free to play and you're not going to buy anything in the store that's for money. So I wanted to put this in its own separate video, and then we'll talk about the uniforms in another video, okay? So yeah, boys, that's all I really have to say, man. Like always, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see y'all in the next one. This one right here is pretty decent. We got 3,700 crystals for $40, but like I said, man, when it comes to $40, this is the best bang for your buck. Seriously. Probably one of the best deals we've seen in a long time. I'm gonna definitely pick this one up for myself though. 9,000 plus crystals for $70. That's as good as it gets, if you ask me.